Once again, as always, as not always, but for a while now, please excuse any background noise. I'm going to make another recording of this. I'll be making another recording, a clearer recording, but I need to get this documented for posterity and for clarity and uh, to further understand, for further understanding of what it is that's actually going on, been going on. So I need to clarify that the situation with pops that I recorded last, and also remember that everything being put on this account here for YouTube is a continuation from the Undercover American for the People. That phone was stolen by an individual that I'm quite certain that Pops was. He was either sent to Pops to do this situation, and or it was Pops that got him to do it, to steal my phone. And I hope that all that information is still intact, but it may not be. That's okay. I knew that these kind of things were going to happen, but let me continue. Let me be clear that it's a continuation. We're just picking up where we left off with the Undercover American for the People channel. And so Pops had someone steal my phone and all that. But the situation with Pops and how that all unfolded, there's three different things. One is a health situation, and I'm not going to go further talking about that. The second situation is the second point that motivated me to do this was Pops moving in a tent in right next to me and making it obvious that you know he was there for me. And of course, third was the the opportunity to exploit the situation, which was a good thing because he let me know. He let me know clearly that they were drugging me. He let me know clearly that they're surveilling me, and he let me know clearly that um, they injured me so that I cannot walk, so that I cannot take care of a tray, so they can take a tray away from me or have that I would lose a tray. Is basically what he's trying to say there. But most importantly, what it is that occurred is I was able to basically replicate the circumstances that were happening in Santa Cruz. Not exactly, but fairly close actually. And exactly the same way that the exploitation upon myself occurred through the Santa Cruz situation, which just unbelievable. But it just happened here. It just repeated itself here. Same situation, violation of my privacy and violating my privacy um, to embarrass me or do some kind of to discredit me or to make me look bad or like some sort of a monster criminal, whatever. I just want to be clear. Invading my privacy is not okay. It's nobody's business if it's being private. If you look in my windows, if you look in my tent, if you put cameras in the house in Santa Cruz, whatever it was that they did in Santa Cruz, or you tapped into my computer and things like that to get video of you in my house, um, you know, that's against the law, y'all. But you have to remember too that I was being told by people there, and when I say being told, they weren't telling me like, "Hey, I think your house is under surveillance." They were telling me things like, how was that if I had something special for lunch in the house, they would be like, "How was your chicken katsu?" or something like that, making it very clear and being clear about it too, like, yeah, we're watching you, this, that, and the other, and I thought these people were criminals. Let's be clear. I I don't like that. I'll do what I need to do about things like that. And believing they were criminals, I don't give a shit what their opinion is about what it is that I'm showing them or whatnot. But I'm gonna give them a show. I'm gonna make it so that they can't help themselves but to exploit it, because my business was being destroyed at that time. Part of the attack in the was coming from Carmen, and yeah, there's just I mean, she's a pediatrician there doing all kind of bad stuff, bad stuff. Um, I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny. It's just amazing that but it is Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz has its ways of things. I love that place, but it is. So anyway, I was able to replicate the basically the same circumstances, and it repeated itself here. When I say repeated itself, the people behave the same exact way. They're filled with the same bias. As a matter of fact, their bias here is even more developed because this situation has developed as I expected it to. Um, and progressed, which is exactly what I need uh, and expected. So I just want to make it clear the situation here. I was able to exploit a situation and almost replicate exactly what was going on in Santa Cruz. Same outcome. People violating my privacy and then blowing that information up as if it's the news of the town and as if it's related with whatever it is that they're being told. Let me be clear, I still have not been clearly told by anybody what the hell this is all about. Of course, I do have some ideas and other things, but same thing. For anybody who wants to say that whatever it was they were doing, peeping into my tent, and whatever it was that they saw, has anything to do with anything, it's just ridiculous. Because even though I was having my own issues, the relationship, the failing business, strange stuff going on, my family, I thought my dad had Alzheimer's, I thought my mom was losing her mind. Come to find out it was none of those things. They were working on me the whole time. So anyway, what I'm trying to, I just want to make it real clear that I'm probably going to record this at a later time when it's not so loud. But I just want it to be clear for documentation and for to ensure that it's very clear that what it is I'm doing out here, I'm not sitting around drinking beer for just to drink beer. Although sometimes I do, but it's because I got to keep up. You know, I got to keep up appearances to some degree. It is undercover work, and I think the most important thing with Pops is, of course, his revelation, which wasn't a revelation to me, that of what it is that they're doing, what their intentions are. I've always known this, especially since leaving California. But more importantly, is that they're just going to make the same basic mistakes over again. I think what's important to know is that everything that happened in private is nobody's business, first of all, but it's private. None of that is going on in public. And when I say this to you, I'm not going to tell you whether or not what you're seeing is me acting or me being myself. Because it's none of your business, or their business, or the state's business, or the Fed's business. It ain't nobody's business. I don't put that stuff out. I don't do you know, I don't. I'm a private person. So just understand that I take this as another big win. Obviously, I took a big hit. I always do. Please understand that not from the beginning, but after I had to make the decision, because I didn't want to leave California. To leave California, I understood by then that I've got a serious expiration date, you know, from everything that they've been feeding me and drugging me with, and including this unbelievable psychological pressure. It's a lot. It is a lot. And so physically, yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to make it with this hip thing, but not just that. Not just the hip thing, the heart thing that occurred with that last poisoning at Guillermo's over there at Ty's Rides. Sounds like the Hells Angels and their crews in town. Anyway, um, so let's make it clear. They're willing to do over again what they already messed up, not willing to admit, and run these people just as hard as they were running the people in Santa Cruz. The problem is these people out here, Portland's no joke. I want people to know it is no joke. I care about these people just as much as I care about all those other people, Colorado, all those places. I could have, I could have just as well been doing the stuff that they're doing. Uh, to save the children, right, or whatever it is they're being told. Apparently, that's what it is, something to that degree, but they won't tell me clearly. Um, and so the thing is, I know from what I've seen, what I've experienced and witnessed and documented, they're willing to sacrifice children for this dumb program that is ineffective. This program doesn't work. It does not work. So it's good that I got more information. I will definitely re-record this, streamline it down a little bit, be a little bit more on point. There's a lot of noise, background, traffic, everything else going on, and I just bathed or sponge bath for the first time, I think, in 5 months. I think since November. I didn't know I stank that bad. Anyway, um, I'm sorry. Believe me, this stuff is serious. Serious stuff. But there's never going to be a time that I lose my sense of humor because it's important to have that, especially in these conditions. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. Please have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will be also recording soon, today or tomorrow, my March 15th to 18th update. Some interesting information, but nothing too crazy. Thank you so much for listening. Please have a nice weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.